When a baby is born, a mother is also born. Hey mama, assalamu alaikum. I'm sure you've heard this a million times. And that is, what you eat during pregnancy is so important to baby's development and its future health. But did you also know that what you eat before, during, and after pregnancy is not only for the health of the baby, but for you and your ability to carry a healthy pregnancy to term with little to no complications as well? We often hear a lot about the baby when talking about fertility, pregnancy, and postpartum. And oh boy, don't start me on postpartum. But have you ever thought to ask yourself, how about you, the first home of the baby? Shouldn't the home be made clean, decluttered, and built with solid foundation in order to properly house the guest? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a quick rundown of basic prenatal nutrition that's not just for the baby, but for the mama as well. To set you and baby for success, tip number 1, eat more food. First trimester is hard for a lot of women. But if you are among the few 25% of women who feel fine in their first few weeks of pregnancy and are able to tolerate food, you should eat the same amount of food you did pre-pregnancy. But later, you will need a little more as the pregnancy progresses. Your food intake increases from about 350 calories in the first trimester to about 450 calories in the second to third trimester. That's about one more meal for the day. If you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack, you are now going to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. And make sure the snacks are also spread in between. You don't keep yourself too hungry and you don't keep yourself too full. Now, these are all just estimates, and you absolutely don't have to start counting calories to keep track of your needs. The most important thing that you can do for you and your baby is to intuitively listen to your own intuitive ability. Eat when you are hungry and stop when you are full. And did you know that the human brain picks up cues of fullness 20 minutes later than when you start to feel full? That means you should intuitively stop eating when you just start to feel full, not when you are actually feeling full. And your body will let you know what it needs to help baby grow and to help mama thrive. Tip number 2, eat more protein. I cannot stress on eating more protein enough during pregnancy or even before you get into the pregnancy stage. Protein is one of the most important macronutrients for the development of your baby and for your development as well. Research shows that pregnant women need about 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. This is about 28 to 35 grams of protein per meal for the day. Now, some research also shows that more protein intake, about 100 grams per day, is ideal. This is more than the conventional recommended allowance, but it has tremendously shown better pregnancy outcomes. Even though this looks like too much protein, in a practical sense, one large egg is about 6 to 7 grams of protein. And when you have 3 eggs a day for breakfast, you are about 21 grams of protein already. Remember, you need about 25 to 35 grams of protein for breakfast. So if you have 21 grams of protein already, you are left with about 15 grams of protein. And when you add maybe 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese or 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt or something that contains protein, even sometimes your whole grain bread contains protein. If you are eating whole grain bread that contains about 3 to 4 grams of protein, that adds up. And that is more than half of your protein needs for breakfast. It is highly recommended to meet your protein needs from real whole food instead of getting your protein from protein powders and other non-food sources. Tip number 3, take your prenatals. Whilst most nutrient needs can be met through a healthy diet, it is highly impossible for many of us living in the cities, especially with our farming systems and food technology nowadays, to eat 100% nutrient-dense foods. It is highly recommended to supplement with a prenatal vitamin, and a quality prenatal vitamin is even A+. This will help you to cover all of your basics and to address any nutritional, vitamin, and mineral deficiencies. While some women enter pregnancy well nourished, most women begin their pregnancies already depleted. Nutrient needs like iron, folate, choline, zinc, vitamin D, and many essential vitamins and minerals are increased during pregnancy. And taking a prenatal vitamin can help to ensure you get the right amount you and the baby needs, and for your reserve during postpartum. And if you plan to breastfeed, this is such a good idea. And for your information, you do need to continue taking your prenatal vitamins even after pregnancy. Just a heads up, make sure to check your vitamins if it contains choline. Choline is an important, critical nutrient for baby's brain development and for mama as well. Choline is not found in most prenatal vitamins, but it certainly should be. A big note: once a day prenatal vitamins are not a good option at all. For better nutrient and vitamin bioavailability and absorption, make sure you opt in for several dose vitamins per day. But ideally, you want to take couple of doses a day instead of one a day prenatal vitamin. Tip number 4, don't skimp on the carbs, especially the fiber. I always stress on the importance of eating whole grain foods and complex carbohydrates for an overall healthy diet. And it is no different during pregnancy as well. Pregnant women need a minimum of about 175 grams of carbs per day, and aiming to get most of your carbs from fiber-rich foods is so important. Even women with gestational diabetes need this amount. Remember, the type of carb is important. Pregnancy is absolutely not the time to start counting calories or to start removing a major food group in your diet. Going keto, vegan, or low carbs while pregnant is such a bad idea if it is not already your lifestyle. This is not time for it at all. Doing so can potentially be harmful to your baby and put you at a higher risk of pregnancy complications now and in your later pregnancies. Aim to get your carbs from whole food sources, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts and seeds. And check out my pregnancy protein pancakes for a healthy, tasty idea. Final tip, tip number 5. Don't forget your omega-3s. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, are critical for your baby's brain, your brain, and your future postpartum mental health. DHA is mainly found in fatty fish. It is derived from the algae that they eat. The current recommended intake for DHA is 200 milligrams per day. However, some research suggests 600 to 1,000 milligrams is optimal. And this might be beneficial in preventing preterm delivery and improved birth weight at birth. Either way, make sure you get in some DHA in. Fatty fish are high in omega-3 and DHA. There are plenty of foods that contain DHA as well. 2 to 3 servings of salmon a week would provide you with this amount. Be on the lookout and choose low mercury fish when shopping for fish. Low mercury fish include wild-caught salmon, chunk-like tuna, and my personal favorite, skipjack tuna. You can also get your DHA by supplementing with DHA or fish oil supplement daily. Algae oil supplement provides the same amount of DHA for my plant-based friends. Eating for healthy pregnancy really isn't that hard. Most important is to choose real whole foods, listen to your body, and balance your plate with colorful vegetables and fruits, color of the rainbow, by choosing fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and of course, don't forget one more important aspect of healthy pregnancy, and that is hydration. I have covered a lot about hydration in one of the videos in my video tab. If you're interested, you can check it out. I'm going to link it down in the description box below. With most of these check, you will be just fine, inshallah. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more information and practical tips on supporting a healthy pregnancy and postpartum. Check out the description box below for all references to all the facts mentioned in this video. Until my next video, check out this video that talks about how to prepare for labor. Be in the best of health and iman. I hope to see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.